For a new breed coming through with another live stream. In this particular stream, I want to talk about relationships. That's right, relationships between man and woman. I see y'all rolling in the chat pretty quick. As you roll in, make sure you hit the thumbs up on the way in. I'm not going to go live real long. I just had some things on my mind looking at what's going on in society. And I begin to really reevaluate how we should be conducting our personal business. Because, ladies and gentlemen, marriage is big business. When you have the right union, it's a conglomerate. In fact, I will go as far as to say that the only unrighteous union that I see between man and woman, the only unholy union that I see between man and woman, if it's counterproductive. If it's counterproductive, it's unholy. It's not going in the right direction. That's a toxic relationship, in my opinion. And I mean that in every facet of the word. If it's not productive mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, then you're going in the wrong direction. A lot of you brothers got to understand that you got to learn how to choose your mate properly. You got to choose the right one. You got to make sure that whoever you choose actually brings something to the table other than WAP. All right? And you got to look for different characteristics when it comes to looking for a wife or wives. In this day and age, we really got to get more business oriented in how we see our relationships. It got to come a time where we sit down, we look at all our bills, we really see what type of numbers we got going on, bring our calculators out. Time to bring the calculators out, sit there with your woman and actually figure out what you all can start. Now, you may have to rob Peter to pay Paul. You have to move some numbers around, but both of y'all have a set of talents, a set of skills. We all have dreams and ambitions. We all have various trades. And it's like we forgot about these trades. We forgot about these skills. We forgot about these ambitions. We forgot about what it was that the Most High God gave us to bring into this earth. You got to understand that marriage is not about either individual person involved in that marriage. Marriage is not about either individual. It's about serving the Most High, doing his purpose, putting out some work to further his kingdom. When you begin to think selfless like that, when you begin to really serve God, serve the Most High God, then your union will be blessed. There's got to come a time where we say, you know what, the hell with the club. The hell we're getting out here trying to be entertained and quote unquote have a good time, right? It got to come a time where we sit down and say, you know what, let's start a family business. Let's look at this like a corporation. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we've been disenfranchised as a people, and they have made big money off of broken homes, big money off of divorces. And it just so happens that 70% of marriages, they end in divorce. And that money goes right back into the system. It goes into paying lawyer fees. That money goes right back into the system, full-fledged. And it's like, when are we going to get more business-minded when it comes to our unions, our relationships? Fellas, when you're looking for a woman, that woman can't always be taking from you. It's become a take relationship. We're looking for a certain female that can give us sex, and she's bringing nothing. Only thing she's doing is taking, and taking more. Y'all literally are not building anything. At the very least, a lot of our unions and relationships are doing total 360 turns. And we got to be smart out here. Because here it is, you got the world making buku cash off us separating. We got to get more business minded in relationships. Absolutely, Demo. It brings no value. No value whatsoever. What it do? I see y'all rolling in the chat. Yeah, mash the thumbs up on the way in. We also going to be going live later on Patreon this evening. But man, I'm telling you, it's got to come a time where we sit down with each other and really figure out how to excel in life. Right now, it ain't time to be entertained. It ain't time to go out there and keep on spending your money into this system. All right. It's time to invest. It's time to invest. Matter of fact, if you look at the state of the world, everywhere you go is bittersweet. It's bittersweet. You go out, you're trying to have a good time. People got masks on, right? Customer service is horrible, right? It's like we aim to please these women. We aim to please. You want to show your significant other a good time, right? You want to make sure they're happy by spending money, taking them somewhere, giving them a change of scenery. You want to make them feel good. And a lot of you brothers, you are bending to the every beck and call of your wife. And you're not going anywhere. You're literally not going anywhere. You're trying to please her, but you don't understand that sometimes a woman don't know the difference between wants and needs. What she needs is longevity. What she needs is family business. What she needs is structure. What she needs is a foundation to stand on. What she needs is y'all's money to be making money. She needs to be able to use her various skills, trades, her passions, and be able to turn it into something that becomes lucrative. And that's the same thing with you brothers. A lot of you brothers got these skills, you got these dreams, you got these goals, you got these various ambitions that you just pretty much casted to the side because you figured that a trophy wife is worth more than having a legacy, a true legacy. We're talking about generational wealth. And that's what it's all about, generational wealth. We got to change the narrative because right now, when you're looking at the world, some of y'all looking at the glass half empty. Those who can see, we see the glass half full. Yeah, there's a quote unquote pandemic going on. Some people will look at that and say, oh me, oh my, whoa, where do we go from here? I've lost this opportunity, lost that opportunity. What do I do from here? Listen, just like the left side, when they see any type of travesty, emergency, any type of chaos, atrocity take place on the earth, guess what they see? Opportunity. They see an opportunity to change society. They see an opportunity to get more strict on the public. They see an opportunity. So we got to see the same thing, an opportunity, because that's what these people are, opportunists. While we on lockdown, while we stuck in our homes, while we there with our significant other, we need to see if that relationship, we need to put it to the test and see, can we progress in this type of relationship? Or is this relationship just going to be a take relationship? Is it going to be progression or not? Let's see. Somebody said women in the back by the government, women a divorce him for no reason. Look at Jeff Bezos' wife, legacy, and everything that doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but all I do know is right now there's an opportune moment to actually do something righteous. And some people looking at this thing like, all hell is breaking loose on earth and there's no way to go and nowhere to turn to, but there's opportunity. The Most High has his hands in everything that we see going on. Everything that we see, the Most High has his hands in it. Some of us had to sit down to recalibrate our thoughts, reevaluate what we should be doing in life, and just change the narrative, put our skills together and do what it is we're supposed to do. And it's like we don't realize how lucrative our relationships and our unions are. Listen, this whole system, the biggest fear is the family. That's the biggest threat. The biggest threat is family, because they know when we actually put our funds together and do what it is we're supposed to do and think more internally and let our dollar fluctuate around our own communities among each other, they know that we can topple all the big industries, all the huge corporations. It's all about family. I mean, at some point, we as people got to realize that. And that's why some brothers are meant to be polygynous. Because I'm going to tell you now, as a polygynous man, I'm very, very business minded. And pretty soon, y'all going to be seeing the clothing line coming out very soon. That's coming out very soon. And y'all going to love the clothes. Y'all going to love it. I don't even need to sell it to you because you're going to want it, because the clothes are just going to look good. And we're putting a lot of work into it. But I say that to say this: you have to become more business minded in this time. All of you brothers and sisters got to become more business minded. And as a polygynous man, right, every relationship we have has to be productive. Every relationship has to be productive. It has to be something happening. It has to be some type of kingdom work being done. It has to be pushing a ministry forward. You understand? Every relationship. Some of you brothers out here are just dibbing and dabbing. You messing with various women. You laying pipe on every single woman you can, and you ain't got a damn thing to show for it. You literally just going around town laying pipe for no damn reason. Yep, you're wasting your time and your energy, and some of y'all wasting your money too. Some of these women are out here. Let's just be straight up. Let me be blunt with y'all. Some of these women out here, they opening their legs, giving their body away, getting their puss blown out, and they not getting nothing in return. Nothing. They get temporary deeds to keep them afloat. Trinkets and gifts. Trinkets and gifts. That's all they getting. When if we were to actually look at each other and say, you know what? If I could come together with this person because they're successful in that area, and we start thinking with our minds financially. When we start thinking, because finances is important, ladies and gentlemen. You can say what you want to say, but money is important. Unfortunately, you live in a capitalistic society. Unfortunately, capital make the world go around. That's how things get done. Nothing gets done unless there's some type of money involved. So when you're looking for a suitable mate, you want that person to, at the very least, match what you're doing. Seriously. You want them to be able to match what you are doing in life. You want to be able to come on one accord and think about the future. Think about generational wealth. Think about owning something. It's way better to own something than to keep renting something. A lot of us live above our means. Let me tell you something. I drive a 2010 vehicle. You understand? Right now, I'm sitting in a 2010 vehicle. If I wanted to, could I buy a new vehicle? Yeah, most definitely I could. But guess what? This is my vehicle. I own it, meaning it's mine. Do you understand what I'm saying here? There's no car note. This is my truck. So I'm saying that to say this. Sometimes we live above our means. We do things that's just trying to please each other and please the world and please those around us. The hell what people think. There's no time to be trying to be seen by people. There's no time for that. Yeah, absolutely. Chad says he drive a 2008. Yeah, you know, what's the point of spending all this money on things and having a car note and living above your means? Listen, in this day and age, it's good to be a minimalist. It's good to save up. If you have any type of relationships, you need to start looking at those relationships as corporations, conglomerates. And a lot of men who are polygynous, we're business minded. We're not thinking, because a lot of these guys out here, ladies, believe it or not, a lot of these dudes is just cheating on you any damn way. He going around, he doing stuff, and he losing money out of the household. If anything, some of these guys is paying strippers. Some of these guys is taking money out of your house. Check this out. You think you in a monogamous relationship. You believe that you're in a monogamous relationship, but your man, I put that in quotations, he legit is taking money out of your house and he's spending it on hookers. It's a reality. It's a reality. That's the reality of the situation. Your man is spending money on hookers, money out of your house. Instead of being a righteous man, taking on another wife for himself, making sure that they have business together, making sure that it's a legacy being built, making sure that you're actually propelling in society. Instead of doing that, these dudes be cheating and spending money on hookers. That's how it would be happening. That's how it would be happening. So it's like what you see is not working in society. It just does not work. Monogamy as a whole, not saying everyone can't sustain a monogamous relationship, because let me make this clear. If you are a monogamous man and you get the right woman, the sky is the limit. Do you hear me? If you're a monogamous man and you get the right woman, just one woman, and her mind is right, she got various things to offer you, y'all can take over the world. All right? It's a lot y'all can do. But for those men who do desire to be in polygynous unions, listen, the more wives you got, the more business you got. Because it's not about sex for a righteous man. It's about building generational wealth. It's about building a family structure. It's business. Marriage is business. It's about serving the Most High. Marriage is not for either individual. It's about what kind of work can you put in for the Most High. That's what it's about. That's marriage, whether you polygynous or monogamous. We got to stop being so damn self-centered. A lot of women, they'll inbox me and say things like, not to put anybody's business on blast, but some of these women feel like they're spiritually elevating quicker than their man and their husband. And they're only looking at that portion of it. What should I do? Should I leave this person because I feel like I'm spiritually getting closer to the Most High than him? Listen, you need to look at every variable that's in place. Just because you accelerating faster don't mean that's not a good man. What is that man doing? Is that man taking care of the house? Is that man bringing in bread? Is he busting his ass working every damn day? Is he taking care of his responsibilities like a man should? Because it looks like to me like your ass is nitpicking. Just because you didn't have some time to watch some videos and learn something, don't mean you leave your husband who's busting his ass to provide for you. No, doesn't work like that. You're supposed to win that man over by you just showing your grace and you having that subtle conversation with him. When he sees you growing spiritually, it's only natural he's going to gravitate towards it. If you're a righteous woman, then he's going to start to gravitate towards your energy. He's going to start to gravitate like, you know what, babe, what have you been studying? You know, he's going to get interested because he sees a difference in you as a woman. He sees more obedience in you. He sees that you're trying to be a righteous woman. So he's going to gravitate. He's going to know what has changed you. What books have you been reading? What have you been watching while I'm working? What is making you such a humble woman? Then he's going to be interested in the truth. You just expect, this is the problem. A lot of these women expect to just say something to a man and he's supposed to get it. No, you just don't understand. Well, that's because you're not showing an example of a righteous woman. You're trying to teach and lead over him. So, you know, it's certain things that you got to watch out for. These relationships are businesses. We got to get business minded. Every time something negative and evil happens in the world, listen, these people take full opportunities to take away our freedoms. Now, we got to start thinking with a real spiritual eye and be like, you know what? Anytime there's calamity going on in the earth, that means that we need to buckle down. We need to tighten up these families. We need to get more responsible. Going out splurging, that's bittersweet. To hell with the club, let's start a business. To hell with that. To hell with trying to please her, make her make her feel good and show her different places. Listen, brothers, you got to sit down with your woman. You got to sit down with her and be like, look, let's look at what we got here. Baby, you still want to, hey, you still like to stitch clothing? Or you still want to do hair? All right. How about, listen, one of us go to school online. One of us do that. You got to really plan and strategize with each other. All right. We could use the school money to do this, and you could use that to do this, so on and so forth. Move numbers out the way. Listen, we ain't going out for a while. To hell with all that. While all hell breaking loose out here in the world, we gonna make sure we get something legit started. This the way our minds gotta work. This is what we gotta be on. Yeah, thank you for the super chat. Unfortunately, the super chats are not showing up after they're posted, so I'm not sure how many super chats have been put up. There's been some strange things going on. I see there was a $19 super chat. I appreciate you. There's been some strange things going on with my channel. We on a run to 100,000. And when it happens, hopefully some of these things can stop and I can have a direct email and a link to YouTube to basically complain to about what's going on my channel. As far as shadow banning, people are getting comments removed. I'm hearing that a lot. You know, I have a video that has 15, 20,000 views and it'll have 30 comments. And the day before it, I have 120 comments. So somehow, some way, people's comments are getting removed. And I think it's because when it shows more reactions, it keeps it in the algorithm. And they're only trying to give me a day's worth of views. That's what it seems like. So y'all see what I'm battling against? Because listen, on this channel, you're getting the truth. You're getting the truth. And I know a lot of people don't like that I tell the truth, which I don't give a damn how you feel about it. Because what I be telling y'all be straight up. It be straight up. The way of life that they want us to have, I speak the total opposite. Thank you for the super chat, Lachia, your $20 super chat. Appreciate it. Kingdom marriage goals over here. Absolutely. We got to think about the kingdom moving forward. We got to think about what we want to build. Generational wealth. The Bible tells us in the book of Proverbs that a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. For his children's children. So that's what we want to do. We got to look at how counterproductive we are. Some of the women you brothers chasing, listen, they are not going to help you build anything. Number one, brothers, you got to understand a woman going to have to believe in what you're trying to do. If she don't believe in what you're trying to do wholeheartedly, it ain't going to work. When you first meet a woman, if you out here, you a brother trying to, you in trade school, and you brothers should be trying to get trades right now, something that you can take with you, you know, anywhere. You want a trade that you can take with you anywhere. But if you in here, if you in trade school and you got ambitions, you got goals, you trying to start your own little company. Listen, if that woman don't believe in you, you don't need her, because she's not going to invest in you. Sometimes, brothers, it might be a situation where you meet a woman who may have the finances to actually fund what you're trying to start. If she don't believe in you, she won't put her money, she won't put her money into that. You know, you got to have a woman that believes in you. And it's not always black and white. You're not always going to meet a person who got everything together. Ladies got to understand that you're not going to always meet a man who have it all together. But when you meet a man who is God-fearing, he's righteous, he has a good heart, and women know when it's a good man. They know when it's a good guy. And he's trying to do something in his life. He has a goal, and he's working towards the goal. If you see that in him and you believe in him, that's what you are for as a woman, to be a man's helpmeet. Do you understand that's what the purpose of a woman is? To help the man. So help that man. When the Most High made Adam, he said, listen, I'm going to make Eve to be Adam's help. And that's what your purpose is. You help that man. If you have the finances, and he has the goal, he's working towards it, he has the ambitions, he's not lazy, he's God-fearing, he's righteous, help that man. Help him. Help him. That's your purpose. I mean, if your man may not be a very spiritual guy, but he's actually working towards something, he's a good man. Listen, y'all. We got to get out of this religious way of thinking. It's like, no matter how much I tell y'all that I'm not religious, it's like the people who seem to contact me seem to be these religious folks. That's not me. You're dealing with the wrong one with that. There are genuinely good people in the earth. Good people who have good hearts, who don't even know the Bible like that. But they're good people. They may be a little bit dense when it comes to things of the spirit. They might not be there yet. Some things come from age and stature. It just so happens that when I was a young man, me personally as a young man, I had a lot of maturity in that area. And it's still areas that I have to work on as a man. No man is on the same frequency. It's like we want a man to be the total package. That's how women want these men to be, the total package. Is he a good provider? Is he a good father? Is he hardworking? Is he attentive? Like, I'm telling you. And somebody said men too. Men too what? Because if from what I'm looking at, men settle down more than women. Men settle way more than women. They settle for less than they deserve way more than women. Women don't play that. Women don't settle for what they feel like is less than they deserve. Do you know how many men just settle for a fat ass and a smile? You have got to be kidding me. See, everything, it can't be. This is the problem. Every time you are preaching, women want to make everything you say, well, what about men too? No, it ain't always on men. It's some things that are a double standard. There's some things that are a double standard. More men settle for women. They settle. Straight up settle. Why else you think 70% of marriages end in divorce, and most of these divorces are basically from the demand of the woman? Because the women always thinking it's something better for them. They always thinking that. Men, they just cheat. When men think it's something better for them, they keep their wife. They like, look, it's cheaper to keep her. They settle with their wife, but they go out there and they find something else on the side. Women just don't settle. They get divorces. That's what happens. That's just the truth. But men, on the other hand, cheat. But listen, all that cheating, that got to stop. All that cheating got to stop. We got to start being honest and be like, look, babe, I desire to have another woman for multiple reasons. List your reasons, let them be known, live your life, right? You never know. Some women already know your ass is cheating, and she like, you know what, the hell with it. Well, move on in then. She gonna help me with the kids. She gonna help me with this. Y'all gonna be doing it. It's gonna be more money coming up in here. You know what, move on in there. You will be surprised how many women will be like, you know what, the hell with it, move on in. You just don't know until you're honest. And then some women are going to flip and leave you. But guess what? If she flip and leave you, it just wasn't going to work for y'all. Either one day you was going to get caught cheating and she was going to flip out, blow your damn truck, blow your car up, and all hell was going to break loose and it was going to get crazy. Or, you know, she's going to accept it. So, I mean, either way, something wasn't going to happen the right way. So you might as well be real. You might as well be honest. Absolutely, DJ Tatted. Let them brothers know you got to stop cheating. Be honest. Be honest. Either she gonna walk away or she gonna stay, because a lot of you brothers are not keeping it real. A lot of you brothers you're not monogamous men. And I know this for a fact. A lot of men, black men in particular, a lot of you brothers are pre-genetically disposed to deal with more than one woman. That's just a fact. And you cannot suppress who you are. You cannot suppress your masculinity. You cannot stop who you are. You're making yourself unhappy. You're emasculating yourself, essentially. That is not who you are. You are a Lion of Judah. You understand? You are like a lion in a cage when you're sitting there lying to yourself. A lion in a cage, man. That's what you are when you're lying. Absolutely. Polygyny is a choice. And it's like, I don't need to keep saying that because, you know, if you're not interested in polygyny, then, you know, don't get involved in it. But good luck. My advice is this. Ladies, just require a man to be honest. Marriage is big business. It's a corporation. Time is money. Time is resources. You can get money back, but you cannot get your time back. You can get your money back. You can't get time back with somebody. So it's like, why not find you a man that's honest, good, bad, or ugly? It's got to come a point in time where women, they absolutely disdain the idea of being lied to. There has to come a time where women disdain the idea of being lied to. That when they're lied to, it makes them sick to their damn stomach. That's the point in time we got to get to. When they get lied to, you ladies need to get sick to your stomach, not feel good because a man's manipulating you. Because, I mean, you want to hear these sweet things. You want your ears tickled. You want a man to lie. Some of you women are in your 30s. You meet a man in his 30s and you want him to have no kids, no women, no nothing. He just single. Highly unlikely. Highly unlikely for any man in his 30s not to be dealing with no woman or have no women or be single and have no kid. Like, if you find that, great. Great. If you feel like that's more beneficial for you, then great. But it just so happens that a lot of men have been building. And you should actually understand that when somebody have the label as single, we preaching right now. When somebody have the label as single, 9 times out of 10 in modern society, that person is smashing somebody. Therefore, they are not single. How the hell can, listen, when somebody say they're single, that for a lady, they love to hear that. Are you single? Listen, if a man is single, more than likely he's smashing. He's smashing more women than a man who has a wife or two wives. Because in his mind, he's single. He got 6 and 5 and 8 women he's rotating. Like, you got to change your mindset. Same thing with women. Women think because they single that that's supposed to mean that they're somehow pure. No. How are you single and you busting it open for brothers? How are you single when you giving it up? You're not single. Only thing you doing is getting smashed on. You're not single because you're dealing with people. How are you single when you're dealing with people? You just live alone. And that's just the society you living in right now. So people get caught up in these titles that don't mean a damn thing. Ladies should want a man who actually have a wife or wives. And he's honest with his wife or wives. You know why a woman should want that? Because it shows that that man is successful in marriage. It shows that he can handle relationships. It shows that he have what it take to keep these corporations. But hey, this the Western world. What do you expect? What do you expect in the Western world where everything you was taught was a damn lie? They brung your ass over here in slave ships and they told you how to be. So when you hear something foreign to that, you don't know how to digest it. I become the wild, crazy one. Brothers who can see where society is headed become crazy to y'all. But I'm going to tell you right now, the truth is the truth. And the truth will set you free. Treat your marriages, treat your relationships like corporations. If y'all smashing on each other, y'all need to be making a damn bag together. How you sticking and dipping with somebody you're not making no damn bag with? If y'all hunching, y'all need to be producing. If y'all dealing with each other, you need to be making something. Making something shake out here. Making something happen. Stop wasting your damn time. Straight like that, man. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all for catching another live stream. I'm going live on Patreon here in a few, and we got some things to discuss. Thank y'all for watching. With that being said, shalom and peace.